live!
Hey.
The Heck Podcast. We're here with Terry Baker.
Terry Baker Smith, actually.
What?
Yeah.
Mind blown.
Took the wifey's last name.
Dude, that is freaking awesome. How did that work out? How did you figure that? Like,
it was tricky. It's hard for a man to change his last name if you don't already know, for those who want to do it. You know? But it was tricky.
Yeah.
And then, you got to change your social security, and then you got to go get like bank. You got to go to the bank and all that stuff. Change everything there.
Yeah.
Birth certificate, I think I had to change as well.
You had to change your birth certificate?
I think so. No, I had to take my birth certificate. That's what it was.
I feel like you should just be able to go to one central thing and be like, change all of it all.
Yeah.
At the same time.
It was DMV. That's what it was. I had to go to DMV
Yeah.
to get the ID. Then I had to go to Clarksville to change the social security.
Oh, yeah.
So get up there, and apparently you can't bring a copy of your marriage certificate.
It's gotta be like,
it's gotta be a legit, real thing.
Yeah.
Yep, can't do that.
Lame.
Drove up there, waited an hour and a half.
Good God.
Then I had to go back.
Yeah. Jody, whenever we got married, she, like the dude, first of all, I think there was like some kind of love fling going on with this dude and this cop dude that were up there. They were touching hands, man. They were touching hands and looking each other in the eye deeply. Deeply in the eye. I'm talking looking into their soul. But,
maybe he saved his life one day.
it could have been that.
Yeah.
I don't doubt it. But we were at the DMV and she was changing her name, Jody Reeves, and the guy asked her, do you want to take his middle name too? I've got the worst middle name ever. I've got like an old man middle name, Norman.
Well, it's actually the name of, the psycho killer from Psycho.
That is true too. Norman.
Shaboink.
So the guy was like, do you want to take his middle name too? And she was like laughing. She was like, do people really do that? And he was like, yeah. I was like, dude, our name would be 2 letters. The entire length of our name would be 2 letters apart. Like hers is Jody, Jody, and mine's John. Her name would be 2 letters apart from mine. I was like, you should do it. She didn't do it.
Almost the same.
We're almost the same person. But yeah, dude, that's pretty wild though, man. That's pretty cool though. Very
I was
progressive.
gonna do it live on Facebook, but I don't know how to do that, so we'll do that later.
Dun dun dun.
Keep an eye out, folks.
Yes, I dig it.
It's gonna happen.
It'll happen. But yeah, man, so me and you worked together at Lowe's for a long time and had some pretty funny stories, dude. I've got some really random funny stories that we've done.
I've got one.
I got some
one.
funny-
It doesn't involve us together, but
Yeah.
you may have witnessed it,
Very possible, or at least heard legend of it.
We'll get on. I'm sure you would have had to.
There's some funny things that happened when I worked at Lowe's.
Yeah.
I was in the building materials department for like 4 or 5 months. I did like a seasonal thing.
Oh yeah.
And then it turns out they're going to hire me on full time, but they didn't tell me. And I wasn't on the schedule for a week. So I was like, well, I guess they didn't pick me, so I didn't come in.
Yeah.
And then they were calling me saying, why aren't you at work? And I'm like, I wasn't on the schedule, so I thought the season was over.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, the season's not over, we were going to hire you. I was like, no, I don't want to work there anymore.
Oh, well, there you go.
Take it or leave it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, it's too late.
You drug your feet, Lowe's.
I was like, I had a taste of what it's like not working, and I want to keep not working.
Freedom! Dude, alright, I'll start it off, okay, and then definitely you guys tell us the story.
Yeah.
So, Butternut.
Oh,
Remember scaring the crap out of him all the time?
Yes.
That was my favorite, dude. I mean, like, I think
man.
I used to have a video, it's on my old phone or something, so it's probably
I've got them
lost.
somewhere too. Yeah.
But, dude, like, I was, like, inside of one of the deep freezes, and they were like, come help us move this deep freeze, a customer up front. And then he was like, I could hear him outside, and I'm, like, laughing, and then I was like, and then they, like, go to move it or something, and I was like, ah! And Butternut, dude, he was the easiest person to scare.
He really was.
He was so funny, dude. Did you ever meet him?
What was his real name?
That's a problem with giving. It was Justin. It was Justin. Yeah, that's a
terrible.
problem with giving people nicknames.
Yeah.
You forget their real name.
Fun fact: I gave him that nickname.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Times, yeah.
How did that happen?
It was the color of a carpet. He was trying to test my knowledge.
Oh, there you go.
Bro, I'm not the
the
department
OG,
manager
son.
for no reason.
Yeah.
And he was questioning about this color. I'm like, it is butternut. I'm
Yeah.
telling you. He's like, no, it's like butter squash or something.
Butter squishes.
He's like, let's go look. Let's do it.
Nice. It
And
turned
then,
out to be
boom,
Butternut.
Butternut
Nice.
was the carpet color, and
Now
he was
Butternut.
born.
He just stepped out into the world.
He is in the world.
He's so funny, dude. He was a really funny guy to work with.
I think I seen him the other day at Camino's.
Really?
I tried to lock eyes with him because I wasn't 100% sure because he put on a little bit of weight.
Yeah. Oh, really?
I think so.
What?
And it may not have been him.
I hate when that happens, dude.
But-
You're like, wait,
Yeah, so-
is that you? Yeah.
That
Do the
happens to
one
me
of those
so
things
often.
where you say the name Butternut. Maybe look. I don't know if he looked or
I
not.
don't know if he was that happens so like it in just the most random times, like especially like, all right, you're walking down an aisle in Walmart and you see somebody like at the end of the aisle and you're like, maybe did I go to school with that person? And then it gets to the point where like I'll like make it a point to like call somebody or something between me and them crossing paths just because I'm like so unsure.
Just talk right now.
Yeah. I'll even fake a phone call. I'll just be
I'm
like,
not trying to look.
oh.
I don't want to link eyes with this person.
Yeah, because it's like, do I really know this person, or is
I
that
mean,
not really that person?
I've had a situation where I was walking out of Walmart in Waverly, and like this guy was walking in, and he looked like my youth pastor from way back in the day, and I hadn't seen this guy in a long time. But I mean, I could have swore that it was him, and I was walking, and I had this big smile on my face because I hadn't seen him in a long time. And I got closer and closer, and I realized it wasn't him, and the dude was smiling at me, and I was like,
God.
I was like,
Oh,
oh
it's the
no,
worst, man.
And so I just like was like, and
you
then
doing?
kept walking.
Yeah.
I was like, oh
God, it's the
god.
worst.
Oh, I
Get
did
up the
that.
car and like vomit, you know.
I did that once, except I thought it was a buddy of mine from high school.
Yeah.
Same exact, but it was from behind. I thought,
God.
I think that's him.
Weird.
And I'm like, and I bear hugged
Yes!
this man
Oh,
from
no.
behind. Hey! Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Please don't hit me. Oh, you were a friend of mine. He was here. I mean, because this guy was a big guy.
Yeah.
And that's why I thought it was him. You don't see a lot of me.
Yeah. Was he cool about it, though?
Yeah, he was cool with it. I was like,
Yeah.
oh man, yeah, so sorry. Please don't hurt me, sir.
That's so
Oh
good.
man,
dude.
it was so crazy. It was hilarious though.
I haven't ever had one that good. Mine are always just like awkward, like, you know, either they think they know me and I can't remember who it is, or I think I know them and I can't remember who it is. But if
Yeah.
I ever think I know them, I just like, because like,
Oh, I didn't see you at all.
it's just so awkward, you know? I don't know. Unless I know somebody, I just
You're
like,
100%.
yeah, exactly. And then I'll chase them down. And I'll just be like, wait a second, I know you.
Goodbye.
We went to kindergarten together.
We were roommates.
Yeah, dude. But so now, all right. Wait. Lowe's story.
Oh, the craziest Lowe's story that
Yes.
I've got. So you hear high heels clicking. You're thinking, oh man, I bet this is a pretty lady. You know,
Right.
we'll see. Hear high heels, and I'm like looking. I'm like, they're so loud. You know, they're gonna be 6-inch stilettos or something. I don't know.
It's gotta be like 12 foot
And
tall.
then, and then I see the person that's wearing the high heels and the bright red dress and a beautiful blonde wig, and it's this big buff guy walking around Lowe's. Legit was dressed like a woman in high heels.
Oh my God.
Scotty Gunkel comes to me and says, "Hey, so serious note, I know that's awkward and it's hilarious, but you don't even look at him because he will call corporate.
Are you
He
serious?
dresses like this because he feels that's what he wants to do."
So he tries to call corporate on you then?
I guess he's just hoping somebody's going to
Yeah.
snicker at him.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Call the corporate.
I'm calling him.
My red dress.
Yeah.
6-inch heels. But it just caught me off guard. You know,
Yeah.
like, hey, do your thing, bro.
Yeah.
You know,
That's what
but,
makes you happy,
But it
man.
was very surprising.
Good.
Why is it always the biggest dudes that dress that way?
I
Yeah.
mean, this guy would like to body slam me. I'm
Yeah.
like, man, what?
That's probably what it is. He's just wanting to fight, and he's just
I don't
like,
care.
best way to go in for it. Yeah.
I'll put my hair back.
Were you there whenever my brother-in-law dressed up like Tinkerbell, wig and all, in tights?
I don't recall it.
Dude, it was hilarious. Like we used to do like this pumpkin carving contest for Halloween. And
Nice.
it was like me and Jody versus her sister and brother-in-law, like Clayda and Bobby.
Yeah.
And we school them every time, dude. We've done it I think 2 or 3 times, but every time they have to dress up like whoever loses has to dress up like this person, right? So like that year in particular, it was Peter Pan and
Yes.
Tinkleberry. Or Tinkleberry.
Tinkleberry.
That sounds like a venereal disease.
Could be.
I don't know. But
I've got
Tinkerbell.
Tinkleberry.
How do you Tinkerbell?
Yeah.
Tinkerbell.
Got it. But so yeah, but the dude had to be the chick and the chick had to be the guy, right? So like Bobby walked in, I mean he had like tights on. He's like a burly, hairy dude and like bald with a goatee. And walks in, wig on, dress, tutu, the whole thing. Even had the little
Yes.
wings and the little tassel, dude. As he's walking in, some guy walked into like the exit door and just knocked it off the tracks, dude, because he was like, what in the
What's that big man dressed like Tinkerbell?
Yeah, but so he had to do that one year, walked in. I was working in cabinets, and he came up and gave me a big hug from behind. Customers there. I'm like turned just like blood red. I'm like, oh my god,
dude, do this to me, Tinkerbell.
It was good. And then they had to go into Walmart and buy like random stuff like milk and car oil and stuff like that. But we did that year, and then the next year was Pretty Woman. And what was the guy's name from Pretty Woman?
Richard Gere.
Yeah. I thought that's what it was, but it was it.
Heartthrob of that era.
Dun dun dun. So Cleta was Richard Gere, and Bobby was Pretty Woman, and he wore like a tube top with his hairy gut hanging out. And,
wow, 2 Julia Roberts characters.
Oh,
Because
man.
Julia Roberts played Tinkerbell in Hook.
Oh man, she did.
Yeah, and then she was the Pretty Woman chick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot about that.
Double Julia Roberts.
Double Julia.
Let's see what else we can get into this year.
Well,
With
he's
Julia Roberts.
bailed out, man. He's they don't do it anymore. Yeah.
Because they lose every time.
Yeah. Well, dude, the one that we won last year was like we cut ours in half, or the last year that we did it, we cut ours in half, made like teeth, and like put like what are they? Q-tips. Made like little stitches with Q-tips, and then did the whole like the vomit volcano out of his mouth. So we did like a huge vomit volcano, and everybody's like, "That's awesome." And then they did like an optical illusion. It was like, what do you call an honest man when he lays with another woman? And it was like a really crappy picture of a dude, and then they like rolled it over and it said liar or something like that, and everyone's like, oh, I can't see it.
Oh,
and they lost.
Adorable.
I know. So I don't know. It was just
so
random.
great.
I know. Tinkerbell. It was good though.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Oh yeah. But dude, so now you are working at the Restore Center.
Habitat for Humanity Restore. Yep.
Dude, your videos, man. How did you start doing your videos? They're freaking hilarious.
I don't remember the first one we did. I think I did one. It was like, I guess when it really took off, I did something. It was a wardrobe going to Narnia. Is what it was. And that was, it was simple, silly,
Yeah.
and it was just camera tricks. Really, I paused it, and then whoever was filming said, "Do not move. I'm gonna get out of the picture, and you just hit resume."
Yeah.
And I'll disappear.
Yeah.
And people loved it, and they thought it was hilarious. And I'm like, might be on to something. here.
Nice.
Something. Start twirling the beard.
Might be on. I have a big mustache, man. Might be on.
Yeah. Well, nice, dude. And then, like, do you have people that help you come up with ideas, or do you guys just like?
Yeah, Robert, the store manager, he'll give me some ideas.
Yeah.
And the grease one, the most recent one, was Robert's idea.
Nice.
And I'm like, I think I can make that happen.
Yeah. Dude, that's cool that he gets involved with it, man. I was wondering what he thought about it, but like that's really cool that he actually like helps with it and stuff.
We're gonna do some more serious type, like DIY type things.
Yeah.
We're gonna be working on Monday soon and uninstalling cabinets.
Like so where your stuff doesn't get like damaged whenever it gets.
Right.
Yeah. That's a cool idea.
Which is also a free service that we do at Restore. We take out cabinets. As long as if you're donating them to us, we'll come out for free and take them down.
Yeah, I remember like whenever I worked back in cabinets, I would always tell people that, like, hey, if you're getting rid of them or if you're doing a remodel or whatever, just do that. But that's pretty cool, man. So can you like, I know we can't get into details, but can you tell a little bit about like what the Restore Center does? And
the Restore, what we do up there, we take donations, whether we pick them up for free or they're brought to us by donors. So we'll price items for what we feel they're worth, and they go through a markdown process, and it goes by dates. It's usually every 2 weeks until it's 50% off, which is two different markdowns. And then so we'll price them for what we feel they're worth, and when they sell, the money that we make from said donations goes to Habitat for Humanity to help build the houses here in Dixon.
Yeah.
So it's pretty sweet.
That's cool, man.
Yep.
I don't know, man. I don't know, like just the building prospect, like
participating on the build is a blast.
Yeah.
I mean, you get to hang out with just some people you don't know, but they're all out there wanting to do the same thing that you're doing, so it's a good thing.
Yeah.
We all have fun. And usually when and it's usually me and Robert like, hey, we need help on this build. It's always on siding day, so usually we'll be stuck on a ladder, putting up siding. It's a lot of fun.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
You learn different skill traits and whatnots. And
how many houses have you built since you've been working there?
I believe we're on house 33 this year.
Oh my god!
I think this fall is gonna be 32 or 33.
Man. Yeah.
In Dixon.
How long has it been going on? You've been involved with it and stuff.
I've been with Habitat for 4 years. This August, actually. had an anniversary
4
a couple
years?
weeks ago. 4 years,
Dude,
man.
nice.
Because it flies
time.
by. But yeah, I love where I work. It's a lot of fun.
And you
We
do
get some-
good work, man.
We do good work. We get some weird stuff donated in there too.
Weirdest thing you've ever had donated. What's the weirdest thing you've ever had come in?
I'd say one of the weirdest things that I can remember. I'm sure there's a bunch out there. We got this long box coffin is what I called it, and it looked like a coffin.
Yeah.
And it had jewel, like etched into the top of the lid.
Like the name
Open
Jewel
the
or
lid,
like
like
jewels?
jewel. It was the name Jewel.
Oh, weird.
Mhm. And it was like etched into the top of the casket.
Yeah.
Lid opens,
Yeah.
like, oh man, it was so creepy.
It's so weird.
And I could lay in it.
What was on
fully
the
stretched.
inside? Was it just like wood or?
It was just empty. The story
Have you ever
about it
felt
was
it
that
that
it
would
came
be
from Florida,
Yeah.
and they were using it to store like their
Grandma.
like pool. Yeah, their grandma. I don't know about that, but they were putting pool noodles in it at that time.
Ah, see, that's
But
kind of.
but
Wow.
grandma might have been in it before, because where they got it beforehand, I don't
Yeah.
know. We're not sure. But it was creepy. I did do a funny video on that one. It was the magical chest of aging. That's what I call it.
Yeah. Nicely done.
So Restore Dixon Habitat for Humanity. Check it out.
Dude, the videos are
Videos are
hilarious, man. Like, seriously, I don't know. I just, every time I've seen them, I'm just like,
They're
dying.
fun, man. We have a good time, and I usually have volunteers on them that I try to get them in there.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, you want to be the main? No, I'm good.
Yeah. So you're having problem casting right now?
Hey, yes. Any volunteers?
We're gonna hook you up.
Come see. Come see.
Hook up. Wait. Come take a gander.
Come take a gander.
How'd you come up with that? Well, how'd you?
I think that was like the first video that I ever did. I was just reading a book. I don't even remember what it was, because I was promoting the chairs I was sitting in.
Yeah.
And they were like some vintage retro chairs. They were so cool. And I was just like, not on Restore, come take a gander. Also video on there, check it out. And it just kind of stuck from there.
Yeah.
I had people
Nice.
like, come take a gander, there's
Yeah.
a goose and whatnot. And I'm like, I didn't know gander was a goose. That's cool.
I like it.
I just know the phrase.
Yeah. Dude,
But it's stuck, it's
Yeah. Have you sold something off the videos that you do? Like, have you? Somebody's like, I saw the video.
Usually, when I do a video, that item will usually sell within a few days.
Really? That's
a lot
cool.
of times the next day.
Yeah, I saw that one of the couch with cup holders.
With holders of cups.
With holders of cups. There you go.
And a place that you can put your marker.
Yeah, and you just
People
dump
love that
the whole
one.
thing
Yeah.
in there.
That one sold the next morning.
Really?
Yeah, that
Dude,
one didn't
heck
even
yeah.
make it 24 hours.
Dang. How much y'all get for something like that? I mean, that's a pretty cool looking
That,
couch.
I think we got like $275 on that, maybe even more. Maybe
Yeah.
even more.
My fam had a couch that had cup holders.
Holders
and
of
like
cups?
They are legit. They're very.
like I don't know what this one looks
Handy.
like, but the arms would like open, like
Yeah.
the armrest, and then you would have cup holders in there, and then there was one in like the center that would open up like this way, like kind of like a car console,
Yep.
and it had like you could put like your remote controls in there. And stuff.
Yeah.
Man, they're so convenient. That's
And
what
it
this
had-
one was.
This
And
one
it
had
was-
a phone in it too. You could like actually connect.
Yes.
Like,
That's what would have been if a
up under
cushion
it.
was a phone. You just picked your cushion up.
Yeah. You,
My
yeah,
boy
you
was talking to me.
They used it sometimes too. It was
Oh,
weird
that's so legit,
because it
dude.
was like
That's
this
so-
little square thing,
cool.
kind of like a cell phone. You like flip the bottom open. And,
Hello? Yes, stand off?
yeah.
Who's this?
Schminko.
Yeah. Sweet. Dude, that's pretty rad.
That's where the human race has gone.
No joke, man. Couches
one
with
couch.
Yeah. TV pops out of the bottom, you know, and your legs flop up.
That's okay, man.
I don't like. Speaking of cup holders, I know it's totally off topic, but dude, the other day I went to Good Wings because my family is obsessed. Everybody but Chloe. Chloe for some reason hates Good Wings. Everybody else is like obsessed with Good Wings, right?
Good stuff, man.
Right. So I got one of their sweet teas. So I go to grab it, pick it up, and my thumb just busts right through the thing in the middle of the car, dude. It's the extra large, so it just goes and just starts fountaining all over me. I was like, no, but it was like forcefully shooting out, got all over me, all over the car. And the girls are laughing at me. I'm like, oh, what do I do? And by the time I realized, just throw it out of the car. Just throw it out of the car. Like I was in the.
It's already gone,
Yeah,
man.
the whole thing got all over me, got all over my wallet, everything. It was. So I mentioned if I had.
What was your like face on that one?
I was
it
just like
one of these.
yeah. I think I was just
Oh,
like
man,
stunned. I was
that's
like,
so
Like,
You just like
it's
don't
horrible.
know. Either you don't know your own strength, or the cup was defective.
I think the cup was defective. Have you ever had like or like a Sonic cup? Yeah. Or you ever like go to stab your straw in the Sonic cup and you stab your straw through the lid and just through the actual cup?
Goes all the way through?
Yeah.
I've never done that.
44, man. Had that happen at work.
I'm thinking now. I'm leaning towards you don't know your own strength because I've never done that before.
Dude, that happened
Just like
one time.
Just like
Yeah, no, Jody brought me a drink, man, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna, and then it just went through the bottom. I was like, ah, and it was a new ocean water. I was so upset, dude. Not good stuff. But I imagine if I had a couch with holders of cups in it, that would happen to me, and I'd ruin the couch. Like first day I got a Good Wings cup, and
That's
just did the
vinyl.
whole thing.
Wipe it right off.
Yeah. Dude, I've learned the hard way. I need a vinyl couch. Like, having girls, we had a sleepover one time, and there was like, I'll never do this again, dude. It's the worst idea ever. We had like 12 little kids over. Every one of Jody's friends that have kids, every kid Chloe had ever
bring them all
talked
over,
to.
let you take care of them for the night, John.
And they were like, yo, come on over. Came over at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I was expecting him to be over at like 6 or like 8 or something like that. Maybe we'll have a pizza party and then you guys go to bed or whatever. No, dude. And they're freaking party animals. Like young kids, like throw down harder than I do now.
I just want to go to bed.
I'm like, guys, it's like 11:30. Let me sleep. And they're like just wide awake. 2 o'clock in the morning, still going hard. And then 3, they're all passed out. But dude, like they're all sleeping. And there's one girl there, like the oldest girl there. The oldest. She's like 20 something. No, I don't know. She's like 8.
She slept too, right?
Dude, slept right on the couch. I was like, oh no, she's cool. She's cool. I didn't even think about it because like my girl's never peed the bed.
Oh no.
Peed all over the couch, dude. I mean, like, and our couch at the time had like 3 different cushions on it, right? She peed on all 3 cushions.
Oh my God.
How do you do that?
Oh, man.
It was like 3-section cushions. She got all 3 of them soaked. I was like, what do I do? And like Jody was like, I got this, John. I got this. And I was like, what do I do?
Yeah.
I know. There's pee everywhere.
I'm gonna go to my quiet place.
Yeah, it was so bad. It was so bad, dude.
Oh,
There's
man.
pee everywhere. And then, like, so all the kids come in. They're like, why are the couch cushions gone? And then the one girl's, like, in a bathroom. I was like, this is so bad. They're like,
I spilled my tea on it.
yeah, of course. Spilled my Good Wings large tea. They need to reinforce their large cups. That's a lot of liquid to be responsible for it. You know? Like, Domino's now has their pizza insurance. It's like pizza liability insurance.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Smash your pizza, get a new pizza. Good Wings needs to work on that with their teas.
They didn't have tea insurance. So this is Dixon, Tennessee.
Yeah, we're fancy, okay?
We love our sweet tea.
Sweet. I freaking love your mug, dude.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
Got that on sale at Spencer's.
Nicely done.
Spencer Gifts.
So,
Actually, I didn't. It was a gift. Somebody got it for me. And I was
Oh,
very,
yeah.
very touched by that.
it looks good, man.
Because they know I love The Office.
Yeah.
It's good times.
All right, man. So I think I was telling you earlier, I'm a huge fan of Parks and Rec. You're a huge fan of The Office.
I'm a huge fan of both.
I mean,
There you go.
I do like both. I never got to finish Parks and Rec because like I started it before they had released the final season,
Yeah.
and I was going through it on Netflix, and I got to the end of the seasons that they had, but I didn't have cable, so I couldn't catch the last season.
know.
And now it's been so long
It's
that
on
I
Netflix
don't
now.
Yeah, that I don't remember. So basically, I'd have to
You're
go
gonna
through
have
the
to
whole.
do it, man.
Just go
whole
back
se-
through it.
Yeah,
It's worth it, man.
I would say they ended on
They
a good
ended
note.
strong. Yes, they
and they ended very strong. And I mean, if I had to choose one or the other, I would choose The Office. So obviously, as you
That's how I'll
That's
go.
pretty good.
The Office just it brought me through a lot of hard times in my life.
It really does.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Yeah.
really does. Like, if you're having a bad day, throw on The Office, and you're like, ha, Jim and Dwight.
Yeah.
Those
Hilarious.
guys.
Yeah.
Putting this whole thing in.
But they fizzled out a little. You know, I mean, it was still good.
But they went through a lot more seasons, I think, than Parks and Rec did, right?
Mhm.
Because Parks and Rec did like 7.
I think they had 7, and Office went on for 9.
Yeah. So, I mean, kind of at that time, it's probably pretty hard. But, like,
Yeah, I mean, everybody was doing their own thing,
yeah.
which is like, well, I don't want to do the spoilers, so we won't say anything.
Pretty good, though, dude.
Yeah.
But, like, with Parks and Rec, like, I think one thing that they did good, like, you know how most of the time with that, whenever they know they're doing a, like, series finale or whatever, they'll try to give you, like, the flashback of everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, really put a nail in every coffin.
Yeah.
They did it tactfully. They did
Yeah.
a really good way of, like,
I
not...
loved it.
And, dude, I think my favorite character development in that whole show was Gary, Larry,
Jerry. Terry. And then I think he ended on Gary
His real name.
with his real name.
Yeah, because they accidentally because his name was supposed to be Larry.
Like 4 different things. Yeah.
Yeah, so funny, dude. That guy was
man.
hilarious. And then he was like the mayor.
Yeah. And he finished out the mayor for 100 years.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so great.
And then his wife was still smoking hot, like at the end of the thing.
Never
like, he
aged.
was
The
just
girls
like,
never aged.
Yeah.
Good times, man.
It's such a good show, man. And they don't really like.
And didn't they predict that the World Series winners?
I wouldn't doubt it.
Wasn't it the Yankees? I don't watch baseball.
I don't either.
2017. I think it was the year 2017 when Parks and Recs went out,
Yeah.
and I think they predicted somebody winning the.
I think I remember something about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know who keeps up with baseball anymore. I feel like
I don't watch baseball.
I feel like
get into it, dude.
I feel like as a race of beings, we need new sports because we've been doing the same sports for 60 something years at least.
Probably even more, man.
I'm just like,
I'm still cool with football, NFL.
add some more excitement. Like I don't know.
We need to make dodgeball.
Yeah.
Like a national or something.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, I would love that.
Did y'all ever play what was it? Final
Cubbies. I'm sorry, I'm going back. I Googled it.
They pulled the Cubs?
The Parks and Recs predicted that the Cubbies would win
Oh, nice.
in 2017, and they did. Good
Parks and
times.
Rec. Maybe they just funneled money into it. They were like, look, you guys do whatever you
You guys
gotta
need to
do.
beef it up.
Pork as many
paid
bets
off
as
all
you got to.
paid off all the other teams to throw the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Parks and Rec gotta have this.
I thought it was cool that the Cubbies won, though.
Yeah.
I got Emily's Uncle Joey.
Mhm.
Huge Cubbies fan. I mean, he's like Cubbies to my Panthers.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, but so I thought it was pretty cool.
That's pretty rad.
Yeah.
I don't know. They just did a lot of really cool stuff with that show, and I think
They really did, man.
one thing, they had so many cool celebrities on there too, like random ones, like political celebrities, and you're like, what is going on?
What was that? Who was the vice president?
Biden?
Joe Biden.
Yeah. And they were doing like charades with him or something like that.
Yeah.
I think I can't remember. That's pretty good.
All right, Leslie, let's take it down a notch, all right?
Yeah, dude, show was awesome. But now,
yeah, definitely get a.
I don't know. I don't know if there's any. Are there any shows like that right now that y'all are getting into a lot? Like a new?
I mean, after the 4th or 5th time I went to the office, I really wanted to find something new,
Yeah.
Because I'd gone through it so much. I still love it, and I'll go through it again. But I was like, I want something new.
That was me.
And they actually had the whole entire Seinfeld on Hulu, and I went back and watched it. And some of the stuff is a little dated, but it's still hilarious.
Yeah.
I went through the entire season or all of Seinfeld, and I was laughing the whole time.
Nice.
I found
pretty
myself
crazy.
doing weird stuff.
I've never watched Seinfeld.
It's good. It takes a minute to. It's just like The Office. When you watch the first season for the first time, it's a little
It's kind of slow.
Yeah, that's how Seinfeld is. But once it gets going, they bring back stuff from the first seasons later on in the episodes, just The Office will do and stuff.
Nice. Yeah.
It's a really good show if you like The Office and stuff. I think.
I found myself at the gas pump and stuff like that, always trying to get it on an even dollar because that one Costanza, is that his name?
Oh, yeah, George.
Costanza? He would always try to do that, and he's like, damn it! And then he'd drive off to another place just to go get gas and see if he could round it up or whatever.
I used to do that, and then I think
still do that.
just
I
as,
can't help it,
I mean,
dude.
I can't either.
as I've gotten older, I don't even acknowledge it. I'll put it on there, hit the thing, and then as soon as it's done, I'll take it and
And
put
see,
it
that's
off
what
and
you got to
keep
do. You
going.
just don't even need to look at it.
Yeah, that's what I need to
Sometimes
do.
you just don't need to look at it.
Post and drop.
It ends
man.
up being something 31. I'm just like,
Oh, it would drive me crazy.
I'm like,
man.
whatever.
My whole blood would explode out of my body.
Maybe the only way I could do it is if I just didn't.
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
OCD, but that's something that doesn't
I don't
bother
know
me.
why.
Yeah.
And every time I do it, I think, stupid Seinfeld. If I never would have watched that episode, I never would have freaking done this. But apparently, you're doing it.
No,
and you didn't watch
I do.
Seinfeld.
I don't even watch Seinfeld.
It's a curse, man. It's a curse.
Freaking Kramer on Seinfeld is
He was
hilarious.
so funny. Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Willie
Yeah.
My
I can
roommate.
see that then.
and cousin. He's a weird guy. And
Does he ever slide into your room and they're smoking?
No, but I feel like if I had my door shut and he came in there, he'd just be like, and slide right in.
Nice. Dude, you gotta tell him Willie and his probably wife now, fiance, girlfriend, are they still dating?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. It's a reverse catfish. And I'm gonna leave you there. How did they meet, dude? That's the
Reverse
coolest thing ever.
There's the bait, and you gotta lure them in now.
Well, basically, I'll tell you my experience with it.
It's a true love story. Romeo and Juliet.
But,
right off the bat, dude.
Willie, he's just the kind of guy that, like, he got broken up with really hardly, I think. Like, if he watches this, he's probably gonna hate me. I don't know, but whatever. This is for the podcast. But like, he got broken up with one time, and I think it just affected him really harshly. I mean, you know, everybody has that one that just kind of just nails you, and you're kind of changed forever. Well, that one basically made him to where he didn't have a girlfriend for a long time. I don't think he was looking, because he was just, you know, how it affected him. Yeah. And then, like, years went by, and then I actually moved in with him, like, last year sometime in McEwen.
Yeah.
And he starts telling me about this chick that he's been playing Final Fantasy Online with. And
hey, that's how it is, man, nowadays.
I was like, that's cool. You know, she sounds cool. And he was like, she's from Taiwan. I was like, all right, that's pretty cool.
Wow. Yeah.
And then, like, that's really all he says about it. He's a very private person, so he didn't say too much about it, and I didn't really think anything about it. And then randomly one day I come home from, like, eating Mexican at, like, you know,
she's there.
No.
Oh,
it's even better.
Like, from eating, you know, Mexican or whatever, and, like, I walk into the house and I don't think anything about it, and, like, I'm in the kitchen, and, like, I'm at where the refrigerator is. I'm, you know, get a drink out, and I shut the door, and, like, the stove is, like, right there, and, like, I look over and there's, like, a notepad in the middle of the stove, like, just sitting there. I was like, that's weird.
It's kind of bad.
And so I go over there and I look at it, and it's a note to me that he wrote. And, like,
he went to Taiwan, didn't he?
No, this is where it gets crazier. Like, I'm reading the note, and it's like stupid stuff. Like, he's just telling me, like, don't burn down the house, and then he's like, blah 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 blah. Don't burn the house.
Put food in the fridge for you.
Yeah, like, really.
Casserole in the microwave.
And he's like, I'll be gone for a little while. I'm coming back at some point. Like, there's no definites.
Alright.
And I was like, alright, this is weird. He's like, the house is yours, take care of it. And then at the end of it, he's like, I went to see about a girl. And that's all it says.
That's the most random thing I'd ever heard. I was like...
And then I sat it down and I was like, what? And so I messaged him on Facebook Messenger. Actually, in the note it said he wouldn't be able to text because he's going to be roaming. So I was like, that means he's going out of the country.
Yeah.
So I messaged him on Facebook that night, and I didn't hear anything back from him. The next morning I wake up, and the only thing I had was a picture that he sent me of an airplane wing, and it had a maple leaf on that side of it. So it was the Canadian maple leaf.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's Air Canada, probably.
Yeah.
And then, like, probably a week later, because he's just doesn't talk to me that much or something, I don't know. But a week later, he sends me a message. He's like, dude, I'm in Canada. Because that's where his girl is at.
The Taiwan?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so random.
So he went to Canada randomly, left me at the house. I didn't know where he was at, but
it's like a classic Home Alone.
Comes home like, he comes home maybe like 3 weeks later, 3 weeks to a month later.
Wow.
And I'm like, how was your trip?
Hey.
So tell me about
What's the deets?
Yeah.
So yeah.
But then now, dude, like, the chick, like, she was down for like a whole month or more.
Her name is Chin.
Okay.
And she came down, I can't remember when it was, but she stayed for almost a month, and she's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, that's so random, dude.
That's
like,
cool.
I was pretty proud of him. I was like, man, you did very well. Like, she's pretty, and she's smart and funny.
And a gamer.
And a gamer.
I was like, what in the heck has happened here? Because, like...
Yeah. But, like, it turns out, like, she's from Taiwan, but, like, her parents have this house in Canada or something, and she was going
Canada's beautiful.
Yeah, she was going to school over there or something. I don't know, like, all the details, but that's where she stays out there. So
that's awesome.
That's so random, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, like, most of the time you meet somebody online and they're like, oh, I can't web chat because, like, my camera's
it's
broken.
one of those strange stories where it actually worked out.
Connection.
Yeah.
And they met
one of the good ones,
on Final Fantasy Online, and they have Steam on PC, which has like all the games, you know, you can download.
Yeah.
They play
okay.
They play games together and FaceTime, and it works out for them. So
that's awesome.
It's pretty crazy.
So random, man.
She actually cooked.
love
She actually
catfish.
cooked a lot of like authentic Taiwanese food while she was down, and some of it was
That's
good.
awesome.
Some of it was weird because
Yeah.
Well, you know.
I mean, you get to take the
That's
good with
to
the
be
bad, I guess. But
You cooked a rat. You just cooked a rat that was in under.
but the noodles that she brought was really good.
She brought noodles?
Yeah, it's for, like authentic like Asian noodles and
That's
stuff.
pretty
Nice.
cool. What are the packing essentials? Underwear, probably some toothpaste, and these noodles.
They will sustain me.
Special noodles.
Special noodles. Yeah. Just in case you get into a bind, here's a whole box of noodles. And it's just like a freaking cardboard box with like cooked noodles.
But she spoke English very well. I mean, English was her second language. She spoke Mandarin as her first, and
Oh,
then
that's awesome.
she was actually learning French because most places in Canada you go are French
Yeah.
Canadian. So
Man,
like a lot of the English like metaphors and euphemisms and all that stuff that
She didn't
didn't
get 'em.
understand
Yeah.
that well, and it was pretty funny.
did they
Goats,
have some
goats,
weird
probably.
ones? Yeah, she'd be like,
Yeah.
wait, now, what?
Yeah.
Is that something?
You got totes. And,
Yeah.
What about goats?
Yeah, yeah. Why would
They're
you
my
put your
goats,
goats in
mine.
a tote? What is this? But I don't know, man. I've run into a lot of situations now, like where I go into people's houses a lot, where I like do estimates and stuff
While
like
they're
that.
sleeping.
While they're sleeping. And no, man, like I have
Lock
to
the
do.
doors at night.
Yeah, and lock your doors. But so I go and do like these in-home meetings with people. And one thing that I always find weird, and I don't know if you guys have had this happen, I'm sure you have, but like, while you're talking to them and they're talking to you in English, and then maybe you said something that they don't like or something like that, and then they talk to each other in their native tongue, and I'm like, what are you saying? What do you say?
Are you talking about me?
Yeah.
Because I feel like you're talking about me right now, and I just don't
Yeah.
understand what you're saying.
I think I'm gonna get Google, like, just Siri and just be like, Siri, translate it, and then just this guy is a total douchebag. Like,
I knew it.
yes! Either that or they're saying something like really sweet, you know? I don't know. But I always think it's bad. Like, my mind always goes to the worst. I'm like, what are they
I
saying?
feel like if they were
What is
gonna
it
say
they're saying?
something sweet, they wouldn't hide it.
Right?
They wouldn't
Maybe.
conceal it.
Right.
But their traditions are so different. I don't know, man. I don't
Yeah.
know. Like, I was at a house.
Do you have an
it was like-
example that you're thinking of?
Yeah, well, like last week I was at a lady's house and it was a guy and his wife. The guy's name's Tyler. Way cool people. But I was over at their house and I put the products in their house, right? And the guy just wasn't, I could tell he wasn't too happy about it, but he was trying to blame it on his wife that she wasn't happy about it.
Uh-oh.
So like he was talking to me and he's like, oh yeah, everything's cool. And then they would talk and then she was like, like whatever she was saying. I don't know, but she said it angrily. And then he was like just saying it, like talking back to him. And I was like, pretty sure she's not happy. Well, of course, I ended up having to take the stuff out of their house. But like, it was so weird, man. And I don't know, man.
She just cussed me, didn't she?
Yeah.
She can't be rude.
Yeah.
What did she just say about me?
What'd she say? Because I can speak whatever that is.
I'll leave
what?
this in your house.
Yeah. Turns out it was poisonous and then run out. I don't know, man. I always think it's just like so awkward. So I want to learn how to speak just a language that only I know. I think that's probably maybe me and like one other person. Me and one other person. Then that way we can
Reeves.
totally
Anybody can speak a language that only they know because
Yeah.
they could just make crap up.
You're right. Dang it. I think Chloe does that to me all the time. My youngest, she's just like, cuss me out and like Chloe
Making your own.
eyes.
My mom used to get so mad at me because I'll do that stuff to her, and she was like, "You better stop speaking that Egyptian." That's what she called it.
Oh, nice. You're like
Egyptian.
speaking in tongues or whatever.
Yeah,
There you
I'll say stuff, and she's like,
Hey man, sometimes I got a twin / triplet that we've got that.
Y'all
that
have this?
thing.
Yeah.
When we were little, we could just be like, we could look at each other, just be like, and just not even have to have words.
Yeah.
You know, and just like, It was good times.
And would you guys like have intricate conversations like that?
Nothing that I can recall that was super intricate.
Like cheating on math tests with like just
Nah, we weren't that good.
like
I
multiple
think
choices.
equals
you
He
can
always
choose
wanted a
for.
good one, like swap classes. Like, you go in my class, I'll go in yours. And I'm actually like, I don't want to get in trouble, so I'm not gonna do it.
Did y'all like so triplet identical twins? Brian, right, is your
Brian is my identical. What it was, we were quadruplets. There's 4 of us.
yeah.
Wow.
So Brian and Terry, which is me and Brian, are the identical set on this one, and then Barry and his twin. We had 2 sets of twins
At the same time.
born at the same time. Yeah.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So
Holy
no
crap.
fertility,
Wait.
no nothing. So I'm freaking out because twins apparently runs in both our families.
Oh,
What about quadruplet twins? I
don't even know.
I don't know of a
Don't
case
even
like that.
know.
That's insane, dude. That's awesome.
So Brian and I were the identical, and Barry looked. He's always looked older than us a little bit.
Yeah, I thought Barry was older than you.
He's the baby.
Really?
He's the baby.
The runs of the man.
Well, he wasn't the run, but he was the
Oh.
baby.
There you go.
Yeah, Brian was the run.
Dun dun dun. Well, now I'm like, how is that growing up though? Did you guys ever have people like do like studies or something like that? Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like I
If
probably
they did, I don't remember. They probably had to wipe our minds. You know? Like,
look into this. Like yeah. No, I mean like, well, did y'all ever have like? Did you ever weird twin stuff as far as like you said y'all kind of like new stuff like
we always
stuff, you ever
had
heard
like
yourself stuff?
I don't even know what you could even call it, because I mean we did it with Barry as well, but
Yeah.
but Brian and I, we just always had that like
Yeah.
almost telepathy thing, I guess.
I wonder what the odds. Like I'm sure it's like more than 1 in a million for like 2 sets of identical twins.
I don't even. Yeah, I've
That's
never heard of
insane,
it.
dude. I haven't either.
I've
That's
never heard of
crazy.
it, but we were so premature that unfortunately the 4th one didn't make it. You know, so. But I had never. To this day, I've never heard of it.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, that's insane, man.
Yeah.
How?
But yeah, I mean, it was cool. Barry was always, you know, like I said, he was always a little bigger and stronger than us.
Mhm.
So, you know, me and Kenny Bryan, you know, me and him both tiny little dudes. And so we'd gang up on Barry.
Yeah.
And he could hold his own. We'll give him that, you know.
There it is, man.
He did well.
Nice. Well, like now, like as y'all have grown up, are y'all still pretty close? Like you're just you guys are
Yeah. Well, Barry just had a kid. Had a little boy a couple months back, or not even a couple months back, I guess. And Brian and his wife are about to have a baby in September.
Dun, dun, dun. Are they twins? Do you know if any
No twins that they're aware of.
Yeah, yeah.
Right now, Barry just had the one, you know. So Brian's sure, unless the baby's been perfectly hiding behind the other baby.
Well, is it all brothers?
So
Do you
it's
have
just
all
gonna
brothers?
happen.
Do you
Yeah,
have a
all
sister?
brothers. We've got a sister, like a half sister that was the daddy. That's what we call her, daddy, up in the south.
Yeah.
But I guess they more or less adopted.
Yeah.
You know, and took her in. So.
I wonder how like with
But
genetics.
we didn't really live with our half siblings very much. You know, we visited and stuff.
Yeah.
But
I wonder with like genetics how that works. Like as far as like does the twin gene go like follow like a mother or like pass down to daughter or something like that, or would it be like can you have twins? Like
I don't know, because I've always heard like it skips a generation.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you know, two of the triplet boys already had one boy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have triplet girls.
It's gonna happen.
Something's just gonna happen.
Yep.
I can feel it in my bones.
Oh my gosh, man! I don't even know what I.
And if it happens, you know, it's gonna be amazing. But I'm gonna flip out.
Your parents, man, like, dude, give it up for them, because, like, my God, like, me and Jody have problems with 2 girls.
Yeah,
They're, like,
she had already had
different
3
age.
boys before us.
And then they were probably like, one last time.
One
Just
last time. Probably not.
Not it.
What?
Yeah.
And then it's like,
God.
hey, you're having a litter. Boom.
Dude.
I remember asking Mom, like, how did you feel
Yeah.
about that? She's like, I'm not gonna lie, I cried for a week.
Yeah.
She said I wouldn't change it for the world.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Mom, you don't even have to explain.
Yeah, no.
I would freak out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild, man.
It's crazy.
I mean, I don't think that I ever plan on having kids, really. So that would be nuts.
Can you imagine?
That's our
about,
plan,
like,
man. We
yeah.
want to have kids, but I'm just like, I just know it's gonna happen.
Mhm.
It's gonna be me, man.
Oh, gosh. Dude, I don't even know. Like, and especially now, like, I don't know how my parents did it. Like, me, I had, like, growing up, it was, like, me, my brother, and sister, and I was, like, the youngest, and then, and then I had 3 stepbrothers. So it's, like, 6 people in the house, just like ASV.
Oh yeah.
And, how did parents do it, dude? Like, my God, I couldn't imagine having, like, 4 more kids in my house. I'd freaking...
Well, Mom and Larry my parents were divorced, so we were pretty much raised by my mom and my stepdad.
2 of them at the same.
Boom. So, I mean, they both worked full-time jobs and relied on the older boys to kind of watch the little ones.
Y'all watch them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had brother raised.
I feel like we were pretty good kids. You know, we didn't want to get whipped with a belt.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we tried to mind pretty well. But yeah, they busted their butts, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Christmas was always tricky. We always got presents.
Yeah.
You know, we'd have a whole list, you know, and they would try to at least get one main thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, man, 6 boys. Jeez.
Dude, no joke. Like, I don't even know. And then, too, like, before Jody, I never really wanted kids either. Like, I was just like, music. That's all I want to do in my life. And
my children.
and then never really like. But I always thought if I ever had a kid, I'd have a boy or something like that. You know what I mean?
And now look
Now
at
I'm
you.
like, I hit 2 little girls.
Two precious angels.
But like, I don't even know, dude. Like, I don't know what I'd do with a little boy now, because I'm like, you know, I mean, I
You
know,
know what
like,
to
I
do
would
with
be
it.
like, we're gonna go hunting, or like, you know, go
We're
shoot
gonna
some
do
boats
man
or
stuff.
place from, yeah. He'll be like 4 years old chopping wood, you know, with a guitar.
With a guitar in one hand and an axe in the other.
Yes.
Yeah, shredding a solo like this and chopping wood. But like, I don't know, man. I don't know how they did it, dude. Freaking parenting nowadays is like a totally different ballgame than it was like. At least maybe that's how we see it. Maybe they were like, "How did our parents do it?" I think my balls just dropped. Finally, finally. Or my phone. Yeah, yes.
Cellular device.
Testicles finally dropped, fellas.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can't whip your kids anymore. I know that.
Right?
I mean, we
Yeah.
turned out pretty good, and we got butt whippings.
Man, I got my tail beat.
Some memorable ones.
I don't.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of times I would put on extra pairs of underwear
I tried
to try and
do that. I did
to
it with paper towels once.
to try and compensate, and then I would like put on pajama bottoms so
Yeah.
you know they couldn't tell.
Yeah.
And like anytime
And you
my
come out looking like you got a donut on.
anytime my
This is
dad
how I
would
always
swing,
look.
Yeah.
I would try and aim my butt because that's where the padding was, you know.
All right. Best story that you ever got a whipping for? Like, what's the best one you got? And then I'll give you one
What is the best story? What now?
that you ever got a whipping for when you were a kid.
Awesome.
That I ever got a whipping for?
Mhm.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. Do you need a second?
Yeah, give me a second. I can't think of anything.
Okay. I'm gonna give you guys one really quick because it's hilarious, and Nick has got to listen to this because he's got to edit it, and it's hilarious.
I'm sure you between you and him.
Me and Nick have some good ones, and this is not probably the best, but this is the most memorable for me, okay? So, we're over at my dad's house. So, my dad and mom were divorced, right? And, like,
Right,
we
same.
spent half the summer with my dad.
Okay.
So, he lived in Alabama at the time, right? And he lived in this nice little subdivision, lived at the end of a cul-de-sac. And we were just hellions, dude. Not gonna lie to you, as a kid. Horrible kid, probably. And we were just like, Dad would go off, like he was like a manager of Zell's or district manager or something like that. So he would work. So like in the day, in the middle of the summer, he'd be gone until like 6 o'clock. So it's just like, Tiff, watch your brothers. And we would just go run out and form a gang with kids outside and go bike.
Like freaking Ed and Eddie or something.
Pretty much exactly like that.
We did the
We
same
just go
thing.
skating and riding bikes and all that stuff. So one night, we're all like out and having fun with the neighbor kids. I can't remember any of their names. And me and Nick were running around, and our neighbors, we'd been outside the whole time, and it just got dark, and they had those new lights that came on automatically and like lit their driveway. We were like, these are amazing. We kicked out every one of them. Horrible. Why would we do that? We just kicked out all their lights. And well, of course, my dad found out about it, and my dad's neighbor was so pissed off. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how this happened. I don't remember me specifically saying it was Nick. It was Nick. I don't know what happened.
Oh my
Nick,
God.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I have no clue what happened on that part. How Nick only got a spanking and I didn't.
What?
I don't know what happened. And I really honestly don't know if I'm pretty sure I was one of the kids that was kicking it. I don't know. I don't know what happened. It's a long time ago, right? But I do remember Nick getting the spanking. I was downstairs. My dad's like a big dude.
Yeah.
And
Took one for the team.
he did. It sounded like my dad was slamming a door, just slamming a door shut. And I was like, and Nick I didn't see Nick for the rest of the night, so I don't remember what happened to him. I think he was just like paralyzed from fear and pain. He was just like, and just went to bed. But
Yeah.
that was probably for me. That's one of
Wow.
my favorite. And I don't remember how I avoided
How you
that.
got away with not getting a whipping? I got
Yeah.
a similar kind of story to that one. So triplets, boys, all boys. So when we had sleepovers, we had a friend of each. Me and Brian had a friend. So we had a group. We had just a big group in there, and we we were being little hellions. And I remember Larry, which is our stepdad, and he was like, "Y'all go to bed. It's time to go to bed. Y'all shut up, blah." Just like locking it down. We're just like, Shh, we don't want to go to bed. We're still wide awake. And so we're like, we keep getting up and messing around. He's like, next time one of y'all get up, I'm wearing your tails out.
Classic dad.
And I'm like, whatever,
Yeah.
He's like, no, he's not. So we all jump into bed. We're getting to bed.
Yeah.
We're like, Brian, which is my twin. Brian, peek your head out and see. I'm sorry, I missed out a point. He said, I'm going to wait right here at the end of this hallway. Now, if I see one of y'all get up, I'm wearing you out. So he was waiting.
Yeah.
We thought we waited him out. I was like, Brian, check it out. See if
Coast clear.
See if the coast is clear.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm like, come on, Brian. And then our buddies was like, yeah, come on, Brian. You can do it. It's like, man, whatever. And gets up. And, you know, here's the door frame here. And he just like does one of these numbers. Just a little pop out. Gotcha, boy. Get out here right now.
Oh my god.
And so Brian, you know, has the march of shame, and we're all we was asleep. We didn't have nothing to do with it.
Everybody's like,
passed out. We sleeping.
Yeah.
And we hear Brian getting his tail.
Oh my gosh. That's good.
He comes back
in like
He comes back into the room just like yes. Oh, it was so good. That's hilarious.
Dude.
You got one?
Yeah, I got one. I told this one the other day, but it involves Willie
Oh, good.
because we spent a lot of time together as kids. Like, we grew up together. I've known him for like 30 years.
Nice.
But
William.
he had stayed over. I think he was at my house.
William?
Right.
Oh.
Oh,
think
no,
he-
I'm just.
I think he was at my house for like a week or something. Like, his mom had went on vacation or something, and so we kept him
Yeah.
at my house. But it was like we were in school, so we had to go to bed to wake up for school the next morning. And my parents, for some reason, they're just like adamant about get in the bed and go to sleep. You got school in the morning. You know, like just adamant about it.
Yeah.
And we were in the bed, and he was farting a lot.
The
And-
sheets were fluffing.
Like he has some of the worst farts ever.
Nice.
And
are
like
always
still
fun.
to this day, they're bad.
Clear out of room.
I can't say much because mine are pretty bad too.
Yeah.
But we were in the bed and he kept farting, and I just couldn't stay in the room. Like, I got out of the room and I was just waiting in the hallway, and my mom was like screaming at me, like, get in the bed right now, like screaming.
Oh my
I'm
God.
like, Mom, I cannot go in there.
It smells in there, Mom.
I was like, you come in.
Waste.
I was like, you come in here and see.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
she was like, I'm not going in there.
Yeah.
Get in the bed.
Yeah.
And I just wouldn't go back in there.
Your dad
She was
comes up
like,
like
"If you
Indiana
don't get-
Jones with a whip.
She's like, if you don't get in that bed and go to sleep right now, I'm gonna whip you.
Oh god.
And I was like, I'm not going in there. And so she ends up
whipping.
up getting up out of the bed, and I run to the utility room, which is like at the other end of the house, and she chases me in there. Willie tells this better because his perspective is a lot funnier because he just hears what's happening from the laundry room. But basically, like, from his perspective, he was laying there and he knew he was farting and he couldn't help it.
It's like
But-
farting.
Basically, he heard my mom yelling at me, and then she was like, "Move your hand, Christopher Wayne, move it!" And then he hears the smacking of me getting whipped, and I was saying, like, stop it.
Yeah.
Or like, don't.
Yeah.
He was like,
Willie's just like,
he was
I don't
like,
want to be here anymore.
Willard.
he was like, dude, okay, so I heard you say, let go of me. And my mom was like, if you don't you say let go of me again.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
you say it. I'll hit you even worse. And then he said there was a pause, and he was like, don't touch me. And I just said like a different word.
Yeah.
And then he heard like a ton of smacking.
Oh my god.
He was like, you're a smart mouth from day one. Because she told me not to say let go.
Yeah.
And I said don't touch me. And she whipped me worse. So yeah, I got whipped because Willie was farting and I didn't want to be in it.
Nice. Alright. I've got one last one as far as whipping. But this was a little bit older.
I've got
Okay.
a funny one too.
Yes, you throw it out there, dude. But okay, so we were older. I was in high school by this time, right? And I think Nick was like a senior, and I was like a junior or something like that. So we had like all of our friends over. It was casual Friday, Saturday night. All the friends were over. We had like
Chill.
big hangout, and so Nick's sleeping in his room, right? And it was like late. I don't know what time it was, but we were all like, we had like downstairs, and it was just like our own little living quarters, you know, like our parents were up there, didn't really care what we were doing. We were all like, everybody's downstairs. So it was me in my bed, my friend Kresmer down here on like the floor in a cot, and then my friend Shane. So we were all like in our bedroom, like laughing and farting, just laughing about it and stuff like that, and telling stupid stories. So we walk in, and we're like, let's go wake Nick up. Or I don't think I really played much in this part, right? But I know Shane and Kresmer did, because I think I remember waking up to hearing what happened. So, dude, so Shane and Kresmer, Shane's like a bigger dude, right? He's just like a bigger guy. Kresmer's the classic, like, skinny friend of ours. And so, like, they go in there and they're messing with Nick. They're like throwing stuff at him, like Skittles and stuff like that.
Oh my
And Nick is like a bear when he's sleeping, right? Like he's just a ball of anger. So like they're throwing stuff, and I think maybe they threw a quarter, or I don't know what they threw, but it smacked him right in his face and it woke him up. And Nick had, you know, those practice katanas, a kendo stick?
Oh, Lord.
Who had a kendo stick? Nick freaking busts out of the bed, like shoots the covers off, probably like bare naked, and just like kicks all this stuff, grabs his kendo stick that's beside his bed, waiting for such a moment, I'm sure. And then like
My time has arrived.
Kresmer and Shane run into my room, like slide into their bed, like into their like little cots, and they're like, oh god. So Nick busts in my bedroom and he's got like kendo stick just like waiting. And then like Shane acts like perfect. He's like, what's going on, guys? What's going on? And he's over there just dying laughing. He's like, and Nick just beats the piss out of Kresmer with a kendo stick. And I think that's what woke me up, because I woke up to I was like, what is happening? What's happening? And Kresmer was just getting the piss beat out of him. It was so funny.
I mean, that's like classic Nick.
Yeah, he
Like-
it was so good, dude. Me and him have some really just
Oh,
dumb
God.
childhood stories. Like, I'm like, how did?
Whipped him with a stick.
I know, it's crazy.
Kendo stick.
I know that wasn't a whoopee.
He would have a kendo stick.
Yeah.
though.
Next to his bed. Hanging on the wall.
In case of emergency, break glass. He had like glass shards in his hand whenever he walked in. It was good. It's a good time.
Well, I remember I got a butt whooping once.
Oh yeah.
And we're at my dad's house on the weekends. We go to his house on the weekends, you know, stay Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And we were up to no good. I don't remember what we were doing. But my stepmom at the time, she was up. My dad was asleep. He's taking his nap. He got to take his naps. You know, I'm like, hey, let Daddy take his naps. I'm cool, you know. And he was not, you know, he wasn't like a bad, like angry person. He just liked to take naps in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And so I was doing something. I don't remember what it was, but Renee, which is the stepmom, she was like, "Get in! You're gonna what? You're gonna butt whooping," because I wasn't listening. I obviously, you know. So and she didn't whip very hard. You know, she was just one of those things like, and where you just like, you know, and you pretend it hurts, so you can move on and just continue on with it.
water.
You know?
Yeah.
So I was doing that. We were pretty good at it, but this one day, I don't know why, I just let out a laugh. And she's like, "Oh, you think it's funny, huh? I'm gonna go wake up your dad." I dropped to my knees. "No, please, no, I'm so sorry, please." I start crying, man. Like, for real. Crying. And he's like, "Terry Wayne, get in here." He had a paddle under his bed.
Oh god. So
In the
yeah, he was
mattress.
sleeping
My
with
dad
it.
had one leg, but he kept this paddle here, you know, and he just
in
didn't
case.
even get out of bed. He
Oh
was
my
still
gosh.
laying, and he's like, "Get over here."
Oh my gosh.
Already crying,
Yeah.
and he wears me out.
Oh my god.
And you know, Renee told him he was laughing. His mom's whipping him. "You think it's funny when you're supposed to get your butt whipped?"
Oh, Daddy, I'm sorry.
Wore me out, man. I don't think I got many butt whippings after that, because I didn't want to repeat of like taking the light whipping and laughing and then Daddy wearing.
Yeah. Oh my god, man.
Man.
That reminds me of a story that Willie told me one time about his mom. I was actually at his house when this happened.
Oh good.
But we were in the bedroom, like, you know, playing video games or whatever, and his mom comes home. And like, she liked to find reasons to get mad at him, like, you know, if there's like a crumb on the table or something.
Yeah. Pick it up.
She'd be like, "Why is this table so dirty?"
Yeah.
You know, she called him in there, and I heard some arguing, but I couldn't understand what they were arguing about. And then I heard like somebody got smacked in the face.
Yeah.
And then
No, it's bad.
I heard it twice, and then I heard a pause, and then she goes, "Don't you block me?"
Oh.
And then I heard,
Oh no!
Dang. So he went like, "Whatcha?"
and then
she's
he
like,
came back
"No."
in the room, and he was like smiling, because he was like, "Dude, anytime my mom smacks me in the face, I just smile at her, and it makes her so mad."
Oh dang. That's
And,
like next level. Yeah. Holy
And
crap.
he came in the room, and he was like,
Have another?
he was like,
Take some more.
he was playing this game called Shenmue on Dreamcast, and like had this.
Oh wow, that's a throwback.
Yeah, it had this scene in it where you hit buttons and it would do like blocks to certain moves, and he had been playing it like most of the day, and he was like, "Dude,
learned his moves.
he was like, "Dude,
Yes.
in my head, all I saw was a button flashing, and he He's like, I did it out of reflex, and he said he's like, I knew as soon as I did it, I was gonna get hit more. But he was it was just a reflex. Like he was like, I saw the button and I blocked.
Square.
Mom, I've been playing Shinto. Please stop.
This is not my fault. Ah.
Yep.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Man, that's pretty good. I'm telling you.
I never got smacked by my mom.
I got hit in the face by my mom's purse one time.
Brian got smacked once. Nice. And that was devastating to hear. We didn't see it, but we heard it. And you're just like, huh? She means business.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I almost got knocked out when my mom hit me with her purse one time.
She just bag of bricks. Yeah.
It was a turnaround backhand like that.
Oh my god! So
we were
like
about
swinging back fist.
We were about to walk out the door to go somewhere, and I was being obnoxious as usual. Yeah. And then she just like, I guess she had just had enough, and it was just like, and swung it around. And it was like, and caught me in the face.
Take
and I
your
fell
legs
back,
out from under you.
I fell back against the couch, and I looked up. And I had my eyes open, but it looked like whenever you like close your eyes and push really hard and you see those spots.
Yeah.
It was dark, but my eyes were open, and I was like,
dude, you were knocked out.
Your
mom knocked you out with your purse.
Yeah, and I was like, I can't see. My mom was like, get up. You ain't hurt.
God, your mom's a beast, dude.
You know,
and your vision just kind of starts doing
this.
Yeah,
it's slowly.
Okay, I'm not dead, but jeez.
Oh my god, man.
Oh man, good times, man.
I'm telling you, man. Well, and getting back to the original part of this, raising kids nowadays is
it's scary and a handful.
Yeah, but you know what, dude? If I didn't take some of those whoopings, and if my brother didn't, and I'm sure if you didn't, probably would have turned out a little bit differently. Because we would have been like, I can do whatever I want to, no consequences. But no, dude.
I mean, I'm thankful for him.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, man, for sure.
Yeah.
And we had older brothers, so we seen like they got whipped. You know, we're like, okay, not gonna do that.
Yeah, scratching that off the list.
You know.
Yeah, and it like, I mean, for like one life lesson that I learned, and it's not really the hard way, but I remember like me and my brother were upstairs, and I used to cuss like a sailor, and I think I was like 9 to 12. I don't know, man. I was like,
I cussed. They would have took a gun and went.
After they knocked you out with a purse.
Yeah. Like cussing was just not allowed.
Well, dude,
at all.
So my dad handled it really cool because my stepdad walks up the stairs. Me and my brother are just cussing each other out for who knows what, like somebody cheated on a video game or something. And my stepdad walks up the stairs and we're just cussing like sailors. And he like busts in. Oh, I can't believe the filth y'all are saying. Whatever, you know, he like trips out. Tells my mom. My mom freaks out on us, and then tells my dad. And my dad, he's like, you don't think I cuss? He was like, I cuss all the time. But he was like, you know what I don't do? Cuss in front of my mom and dad. He was like, you just show some respect. He was like, it's okay if you want to cuss around your friends. If that's what you feel like you want to do. But you don't cuss in front of your parents. And ever since then, I was like 9 or 10, dude. I've never once cussed in front of my mom. Ever.
Yep.
Ever.
I don't remember being told that, but I knew if my mom or dad knew I was cut, because we did the same. We cuss on a bus, school, whatever. You're like, bleep, bleep.
Mine was traumatizing.
Yeah.
They traumatized me.
Oh yeah?
I got ratted out.
They just ratted you out? They didn't even hear it?
Yeah, no, they didn't hear it. Somebody on the school bus that was related to me, I guess.
What?
Ratted me out.
You dirty rat.
And I hadn't done almost any cussing. I said like one thing on the bus.
Like,
you're on the bus
just
with
let
like
it slip.
You're on the bus with like all those like high school kids, and they're like cussing, and like you say one thing.
It's like a sailor shit.
And then like I get home and like my mom and dad were like it was the disappointment thing where they just look at you and make you feel small. You know?
Yeah.
And like I'm in the bed and like basically they make it seem like
how old were you?
God was. They made it. I mean, I was probably like single digits, like 8 or 9.
Okay.
I was really young.
Yeah.
But
put the fear of God in.
Yeah, they're a very very strict Christian home, and I was in bed and they made me ask God for forgiveness, and they basically were like, you know, if you don't do this, you know, the devil's gonna get you or something, kind of like that. It was kind of like that, and I was like petrified.
Yeah.
Like I was crying like, please God, you know, and like from then on, like I never cussed that much at all.
Yeah,
just like
whenever I met you, like you never cuss.
It just, I mean, it was traumatizing for me.
Yeah,
I used to never cuss, man. I was such a good kid. Mm-hmm. I would cuss on the football field. We played football most of our lives.
Yeah,
and I'd be on the field. I remember the referee was like, hey,
yeah,
son, watch your language.
Mm-hmm.
But off the field, I was like, oh, hey, don't be cussing.
Yeah. Very
Now I
awesome.
just, and now I got a potty mouth. It's ridiculous.
I'm telling you. But dude, you have kids and it changes you, man. I don't cuss in front of them.
I'm
ever.
excited, man. I mean, I'm terrified.
That's a good word.
But
to
I'm
use.
like, it's going to be an adventure that
Yeah.
I look forward to doing when it happens.
when
all
you
three
have
of my
your,
girls.
your twins.
Triplets.
Yeah.
But
Dude.
yeah. But
Well,
yeah, you're right, man. It has changed so much from when.
Yeah. Because now there's so much more stuff, man. I mean, like, honestly, like, well, obviously the internet, you know what I mean? Like, that's a huge hurdle that, like, we were kind of, whenever we were growing up, it was, like, newer.
New
you know?
things,
It was,
man.
like, growing as we grew, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But now, like, I've got an iPhone X, and I'm like, this is the freaking bleeding edge of technology in my phone.
Bees
Yeah.
knees.
But the girls, like, they're just going to look at it whenever they're old, like an Atari. Like, we look at an Atari, I'm
Look
like,
at this ancient thing.
what is this?
Because it's going to be implanted in their heads. And they're
Yeah.
going to have them. They'll be like, yeah, go for me. All
All
right.
for this is Tater. Yeah. So like I don't know, man. It's just kind of weird. Like it's weird to think about like what they're going to be introduced to that we have no clue about. Like
What were they talking about? The Z generation or this next generation, whoever it is, whatever their name is was born into technology.
Yeah.
Like they know nothing of
No
technology.
Yeah.
You know, like I remember when the Nintendo came out.
Oh yeah.
Like,
This
I
is
mean, I
Huge
remember
original
getting my
Nintendo.
first one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I had like Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt on the
Oh
same
man,
cartridge.
I got a Duck Hunt gun at a store.
what?
Like an original
Yeah.
Duck Hunt
Dude.
gun. Yeah.
I still have my regular Nintendo and like 30 or 40 games.
I've been trying to find
I
one.
hooked
They're
it.
so expensive.
I mean, I hooked mine up last week and played Mega Man 3.
Yes. Oh,
There's
man,
a-
classics, man.
Yeah.
There's a new place. Well, it's not new, but it's kind of newer in Dixon. Like on the way back into town on 70. Have you seen where Dutch is opening up a new shop, like a tattoo shop?
I've heard about that.
It's on that.
But I heard of this spot that you're talking about too.
Yeah, it's like something hobbies, something.
Yesterday's Hobbies,
something like that.
something like that. I think.
I don't know.
But I
you
know they've
where
got
it's
a
at?
lot of classic
Yeah.
consoles.
There used to be like that. It was like an old building that just had like on the thing like 8-ball tournaments and like pool tournaments, and it's on the corner of like Pond Road and 70. So there's
They tore
like
that building down.
they did, but
Yeah.
the building. So that building, and then right here is like a shopping center. There's like a wellness massage
Yeah,
place.
with a pool place and
Yeah.
the cell phone repair.
Yeah. So where the cell phone repair is, Dutch is opening a shop there.
Okay.
Right beside the cell phone place is where that gaming place is.
Is
And
that
they have,
gaming
like,
place is open right now?
like they're probably closed at the
Oh,
hours, but they are
but,
open. Yeah, yeah.
Dang, I need to go in there.
Yeah.
So you can
Oh,
probably
man.
even sell that duck.
So the cell phone place is closed.
I think so, because Dutch's shop's in that area. Like
Going
there's
in that.
still the little cell phone thing, and then Dutch has a tattoo thing on the door now. So I guess they're kind of like in
Working
construction.
Are they working together or?
I don't
Or
think
is it
so.
all
I think
Dutch's?
Dutch is probably.
Darren, I called them the other day and I was going to see if I can have them
Wait, who you?
fix my phone.
Oh, I thought you were about to say tattoos. Or something.
Oh no, cell phone repair. No.
Yeah, dude. Okay, I've got a Dutch. No, Joel. Joel is doing my leg. I'm about to get my whole leg done, dude. From like ankle to freaking thigh. And I'm,
Nice.
Dang, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Thursday I'm starting on it, and it's just
Dang.
calf, shin, knee, back
What are
of
you
the
doing?
knee. The whole leg is gonna look like a Spartan shield, like their leg gear or whatever.
Cool,
But it's gonna be
nice.
like it's gonna be a lot of this type stuff
Oh.
on there, but it's gonna be all the way down my leg, and it's gonna be in the shape of like a Spartan, like a
Like a
boot.
shin guard
Yeah,
type thing.
yeah.
From like,
from
Dude.
up here.
okay, so
All
right
the way
above the knee.
Yeah, well, I think it's gonna be like maybe a good few
Oh,
inches
so
above the knee.
up on your,
Yeah.
wow, the whole deal.
I wanted to go with it, man. I keep seeing like my leg in pictures. Like Jody, we went to the beach recently, and I was like, I look like such
My
a
leg
different
looks
person, but
stupid.
my legs look like no baby legs. I gotta get ink on them.
Baby legs.
Yeah.
Let me get my
I
spark.
mean, I really want to get my legs done, but I'm still not finished with my torso.
My brother got his shin, and like he's got a I can't remember what kind of mask it is, but it's like a Japanese, some type of, maybe a devil mask, I think is what they call it. I can't remember what it's called. It's like
Yeah.
some type of mask on his shin. And dude, I was there whenever he was getting his tattooed. He was like on the brink of tears. He's got like rib tattoos and all that stuff, but he said the shin was the worst. So I'm kind of nervous. He's gonna go down my entire shin.
I've got the bat symbol on my chest that I'm.
You got it right there on your. Is that not the worst?
Oh, it's
Dude.
so bad. I thought he had a bone saw in there.
Yeah.
But I've got, and I'm doing a bat symbol / Batman arc reactor. That's what I'm
Oh,
going for.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So Tempest
Mhm.
is
Are you going with who are you going with?
Jared?
Jared's freaking a master.
Jared, he did my chest.
He like drew the armor, so I've got my arc reactor bat symbol, which I gotta get my money saved back up so I can get it finished because
that's how
looks
I am
legit.
with my stomach.
You know, it sucks.
Yeah.
So I got the Batman, and you know, it's been a couple of different tattoo bat symbols that I've messed with, and he's just kind of tied them together.
Yeah,
and
cool.
and now it's the arc reactor there, and then he kind of drew out the armor around it, like he's like, stand still, I'm gonna draw it out. And he's like drawing out,
and
oh man, it turned out so cool.
Yeah.
But I've still got so much more work to do.
Oh yeah, man.
But yeah, when he was doing the shading, he was just like over here, and I'm just like.
Did he get your? Did you dress the nips at all? Did you have to do that?
No, it's right above it. It's right
That's
above.
That's how mine is. And Joel kept on being like, "You gotta go lower, man." I'm like, I don't want you to tattoo. I don't want him to tattoo my nipple, and I don't want him to not tattoo my nipple. As far as like, I don't want it to be like
just a nipple inside of nothing. Or,
you see those tattoos?
Nipples inside of an armor.
Yeah, I think those are the weirdest. Whenever it's like blacked out, but then your nipple's there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like everything around it's colored. So like, how do you dress the nipple, man? How do you do it?
Can you tattoo a nipple?
Jared did my chest. I got a phoenix.
Did
I mean,
nips?
It's pretty close.
Did he do on that?
He didn't.
Or you go around it?
No, you know, the wings are like out, so it's like winged.
See,
and
that's
then
cool.
And then
yeah.
My stomach kind of goes like. So I mean, it's not like blatantly nipples out in the open, but
yeah. Well, like I guess with like this type, like on my chest, it goes like
which that hurt.
Oh, that's dope.
The closer he got to the nipples, I mean, it felt like he was ripping
like
my
right
nipples
here.
off.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, they got me on my collarbone right there, and I was like,
that wasn't too bad.
My collarbone wasn't
really
too bad.
bony.
But it was like here, here, and then like the shading.
Yeah.
One side hurt worse than the other on mine.
Yeah.
I can't remember which side.
I can't
worse.
either, because we should have done that. I should have remembered that. I want to say my left side hurt more.
Yeah.
I can't remember. It's terrible.
But I think like with my leg, I think I'm gonna do it in either chunks, or I'm gonna do it in like do the whole outline. Just be like, dude, just do it. And then that way I have to finish it because I'm OCD, and like if I get started on something, I can't stop.
Well, see, that's my thing. I only had so much money. You know, I'm like, hey, I got this much money. So, well, you know, because I knew what he was charging already. I was like, well, this is what we got, so this is the hours we've got.
Yeah.
On there, and I think their money situation has changed, like as far as how they're taking currency and whatnot. They have a different,
like you got to bring goats
policy.
and gold or something.
Well, I think it's a different policy. I don't
chickens.
remember what it was, but goats and chickens were involved, and I just don't have them yet.
I'm telling you, man.
But well,
dude, I know it's getting later, and I guess we'll kind of wrap it up. It's like already been 2 hours, man.
Wow.
Freaking bringing on the 2 hours mark here.
I mean, that's awesome.
boom,
Oh yeah.
America.
Thank you for coming by, man.
If
for having me
anybody wants to know about like disciplining their kids and
Give us a holler.
we got the stories.
Yeah. Well, dude, you got anything you'd like to say to the people before we get off here? We sometimes try to end it with a positive note or whatever. Baker's
surround
choice.
yourself with good people that will keep you good as well.
Yes.
And make good decisions.
And also come take a gander.
And come take a gander.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Good times.